After Gutsman, it's time to clear out Iceman's stage. We're back to having 5 construction packs to worry about, so let's get right to it. The first construction pack hidden in Iceman's stage is actually pretty close to the start, and it can be obtained in several ways. Gutsman can build his way up to it, Iceman can freeze an enemy and use it as a platform, or Mega Man or Oil Man can use the oil slider to get it. So let's do things the fancy way. Just have to watch out for the pings coming through. There's even an extra life here to claim. For the second construction pack in this stage, we need sliding ability. No, not that kind of sliding, Mega Man. Can also show the wonder that is charge shots. It destroys most minor enemies in one hit. Once we get to this point, we don't have to bother with the disappearing blocks anymore. We just need to get here and slide. Just after this underwater segment, we can find the third construction pack in Iceman's stage. It can be obtained by either Fireman or Mega Man, as it requires the Firestorm to find it. Of course, for Fireman, he'll need to reignite first. Fortunately, there is an ignition source right next to the construction pack, so that makes things a bit easier. So does the fact that his shield can destroy spines. And there it is. Yeah, in that last segment, I wasn't quite right. I forgot that, yes, the shield will destroy those blocks as well, so you don't actually need to reignite for that one. But you do need to reignite for Construction Pack 4, which only Fireman can get. It's not too much farther away from that, actually. Down here, there are some snow blocks that he needs to melt. There's even an extra life if you feel like going for it. From here on, it doesn't really matter if you douse your fire. Really, the tricky bit is just not getting hit by the shield attacker. The thing to note is, while doused, you cannot melt the snow blocks, even if you're using your shield on them. But we need to get past these. So, time to reignite. But these, on the other hand, we don't want to melt them, so now we need to douse ourselves. And be careful not to reignite. From there, it's just patience and a careful jump. And we've got it. Now the real fun part after all that is escaping this area. We need to light back up. And be careful not to get doused. Easier said than done, that. There's also a very annoyingly placed shield attacker here. Trying to find good timing for this one is not really easy. Once we've made it this far, the rest isn't too terribly bad. Just melting some snow blocks. And we're in the final boss hallway before Iceman. For the final construction pack in this stage, you have to go almost all the way to the end with the Lek-Man, past all the footholders. Getting the pack itself is pretty easy. You just need to use the Thunder Beam on this elect block, and then ride it upwards. And that's all there is to it. So with that, it's time for the fourth stage. On to Bomb Man. Once again, it's back to 4 construction packs to collect. Let's do this. The first construction pack hidden in Bomb Man stage, actually, anyone can get it. Once you climb this first ladder here, it's over there on the left-hand side of the screen. But we need to come around in order to get it. Just a simple matter of getting in, getting the construction pack, and defending yourself. Simple enough, really. The second pack in Bomb Man stage is at the end of the first checkpoint room. Getting through this room can be a bit on the tricky side. There's a lot going on in here. Killer bullets, beaks. Yeah, it's a busy place. But after all that, getting the pack itself is easy enough. It's just behind this Guts block. So either Gutsman or Mega Man can get this one. For the third pack in this stage, things get a bit trickier for Iceman. He's the only one that can get this due to his special freezing abilities. For starters, he'll need to freeze this flying shell so he can get up to that ladder up there. In and of itself, that can be a bit tricky. Next, he has to go across on these killer bullets. Yeah, that's not quite enough room. Whoop! And next it's getting across on these. And not accidentally destroying them like that. Yeah, that one's a bit hectic. But once you get the pack, all you have to do is drop back down. And you're ready to continue on with the stage. The last of the construction packs in this stage is just a little after where we left off last time. Just mind the fleas going through here. This one can be obtained by either Mega Man or Oil Man. It just requires the oil slider. It's a bit of a tricky jump. Well, didn't intend to do that. Stop showing off, Oil Man, and just go where you need to go. I really hate the oil slider. There we go. Yeah, the oil slider is just all kinds of annoying. So that's the halfway point. 18 out of 36. So with that, it's time to move on to Fireman. Once again, there are 5 construction packs to collect. I'm sensing a pattern here. So here in Fireman's stage, the first construction pack makes use of the good old-fashioned use of freezing flame towers. Yes, it works wonders. While Mega Man cannot freeze enemies to where he can stand on them, he can still freeze the fire towers, so he can do this too. And once you climb to the top, you can claim your pack. There's also the option of having Gutsman build his way up from the bottom there. The second pack in this stage isn't too far beyond the first one, but it's definitely a bigger pain in the tail to collect. You can only get this one as Oil Man due to the speed and height he can get off the oil slider. Mega Man just can't match it. First you have to get to the top of this platform. and it does help to go the right way. Now you have to do a full speed jump off the right side, and it has to be pretty much exact. Yeah, kind of another of those guide dang it moments. After all that much of a nightmare, you'd think getting the pack would be hard, but it's actually deceptively simple. They want to lure you into going up there where all those fire towers are, but really, you need to go along the bottom instead. A well-timed double jump here off of the oil slider, and you can get the construction pack. Kind of a mess to get here, so you really don't want to have to go to any extra lengths to get out. There is a way out up there. The tricky bit, of course, is getting to it. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. There has to be a way to do this, though. Oh, I think I almost had it there. There we go. And it leads out here to the final checkpoint. Nice shortcut. Sticking to the lower path instead will lead you toward the third construction pack in this stage, but only Time Man can get it. First things first, he needs to initiate Time Slow. And then he can get through these blocks, and get the construction pack. Without Time Slow in effect, the blocks regenerate too fast. Even Mega Man using Time Slow won't let you get through fast enough. After reaching the first checkpoint, we're right on our way to the fourth construction pack. Anyone can collect this one, but as hectic as things can be in this area, Time Man's abilities come in rather handy. No pun intended. Just a matter of getting through all this mess. And there it is right there beyond the lava fall. Very easy to pick up. And one more Time Slow. And it's very easy to get back out. Starting here from the final checkpoint of the stage, we're closing in on the last construction pack. It's another of those with a lot of options on how to get it, but I find Cutman to be the most useful for it. He takes care of the multitude of enemies in this area rather handily, and his wall jump seems to be the easiest way to go about getting the pack. Oh, come on. Otherwise, you have to rely on things like building around these fire bars, or freezing them at just the right moment. Cutman just has to do a simple wall jump, and there you go.